Hey everyone, and welcome to the first ever maple syrup gaming stream. So today we're here because Nintendo decided to drop a direct on us yesterday. So don't know how many we're gonna end up being. Even if I wind up being alone, we're still gonna do the commentary and react to this direct as it basically gets streamed. So should be getting going in about 2 to 3 minutes. So we'll focus on that then. Just before, I thought we'd take a quick look because I did drop a quick survey yesterday to see what everyone thought would be announced today. I threw out a couple of quick ideas of my own. So, of course, my quick ideas that I would love to see are Breath of the Wild 2, some type of random Zelda collection. I was always banking more on a sort of the portable Zeldas from the Game Boy or DS. By the way, if you hear some noise around, it's because since this is the first ever live stream and my kids are awake, well, there's no way I can keep them from talking or moving around. I also threw out Metroid Prime 4 because, of course, I'd like to see that game. However, to me as well, it was the lowest chance of, in my opinion, of hearing anything concrete about that game. And then I threw out a none of these and opened up for the comments to see if anyone had any other suggestions. So let's actually go see those and see what other people might have thought could be coming to us. So yeah, that one is just bogus. A new Wave Race game. I wouldn't be against that. That'd be a pretty nice thing to see. I'm predicting a Fire Emblem spin-off that plays like Age of Calamity. We already have a Fire Emblem Warriors game, but of course there could be a follow-up to that. And yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes. I knew we had. I couldn't remember the name, but I knew there already was one. Just a new Smash character, which is most likely going to be there because they say in the direct that we are going to be talking about Super Smash Brothers. So, of course, we're probably going to get the announcement of a new character, which is always a good thing. Hoping for Bayonetta and Metroid. Yeah, Bayonetta would be another really, really good one I'd love to see. No More Heroes 3. Yeah, I'd love to see a concrete date on that one. And are they going to unveil a next-gen Nintendo console? Well, I don't think so, but you never know. Oh, and it's starting. We're right on time. So let's get to the direct. By the way, for those watching the stream, how does the sound? Is it... For my microphone, it should be okay. I'm wondering more for if you're hearing the actual content. Let's put that up because it's pretty low.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any indies. I'm hoping for a couple of maybe of the bigger indies to be announced, but I don't know if there's going to be any today. Of course, yeah, I'm expecting a Zelda 35 announcement. Still not 100% sure what this is.
Without a trace. Where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes. This is where you
Thanks for the heads up on the sound.
Pyra! Sorry, Rex. I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation to join Smash!
Oh, so we're starting off with the Smash character.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex. Behold the power of the Aegis!
Another sword wielder. All I'm gonna say about that, though.
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
Flame Nova! pushovers. Talk about a tight spot. Mithra? Let me handle this.
Oh, so she has like a shift to a completely other character.
Mithra!
Cutting it close, huh? Hey, were these guys planning on leaving? Gee, I feel kind of bad now. Coming through! Lightning, Buster!
Like, I know it's a prominent thing in all video games, but I wish they'd move away from sword wielders a bit,
Foresight!
because we have like too many of those already.
You can even use that!
Right here!
So you two can swap between each other freely?
Serious firepower and blinding speed. Together, nothing can stand in our way!
Quite the spectacle, aren't they?
Wait, Gramps?
I've missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while? Oh, look, our friends are here. And there's some more.
Yeah. Not sure I'm excited about this one.
Sacred arrow! Unfurled! Burning sword!
Nailed it!
Sure did, which is our power!
So I guess like her whole gimmick is that she can swap freely between the two characters.
Never expected to see
But
you two again.
other than that, it still comes back to a sword wielder, just one with more attack damage, the other one with more speed.
I won't go easy on you.
Ooh, fighting words. You forget. We're fighters too!
So, I mean, it's okay. Xenoblade gets some characters. It's good, but
Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I'm Shin
Quite a while.
Takahashi from Nintendo.
like a full Nintendo Direct, it's been over a year for sure. I think a
Last
year and a
year,
half.
We delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations. However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today. We appreciate your continued support.
So this year, at least things look to be going back to normal a bit.
What you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mithra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. All right, let's continue with
March
the first
is,
batch of
what,
Nintendo Switch
We're like the
headlines.
17th, so we've got a couple of weeks at least before it goes out. Aha, Fall Guys. Yes. Seriously, this is one game that I was really disappointed we couldn't have on the Switch yet. There were rumors like about a month ago it was coming to Switch. Obviously, they were founded. Nice. Now this is the first one I'm actually pretty excited about. I've been waiting. I have it on PC, but I don't play enough. So having it on Switch now means I can do it portably sitting on the couch. I'm definitely going to be playing Fall Guys on a regular basis.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Venture
Outer
into
Wilds.
the vast reaches of space to uncover the secrets left behind by an ancient
Yeah, I
civilization.
agree. It is a bit late. I would have
After
rather had
22
it like
minutes.
last
After
year,
that, the sun will
October,
explode and the solar
November-ish,
system will be
but
annihilated.
because we missed the big hype of the game. But who knows? Bringing it to Switch might bring a whole lot of new people to the experience. It might get flooded again. I just wish they would do something about the cheating in that game, because that right now is what's destroying my experiences of it.
Gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch.
I don't
summer
know too much about
2021.
this game. I don't know if any of you have played it on any other
Put your sleuthing
consoles.
skills to
but-
the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. 2 deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time. Localized in English and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia. But
I
that's
mean-
not the only case to crack.
They're bringing it over west. That generally means that the series, they have a pretty decent idea that it's going
The other
to
game,
resonate
you'll
with us
investigate
here.
A supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. Interrogate suspects and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums.
To me, it seems this is going to
Graphic
cater to the
culprit is
Ace Attorney
before it's too
type
late.
crowd. So if you like those like narrative-driven games, these probably are going to be a pretty decent pickup. I'm not super into this kind of game though, so
Uncover
not
the
sure
deadly
I'm gonna
truth
check it
of
out.
Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club: The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
so I'm still Fall Guys is still my top announcement so far.
A new age of battles begins.
Now, this one looks promising. Samurai Warriors 5. I mean,
The latest entry in the Samurai Warriors franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch. Dive
I'm a little
into
overdone
the
on Warriors right now after
as
going
the
through
series
Hyrule
now
Warriors
shines the
because there's so
spotlight
much to
on
do in that
Nobunaga
game
Oda
that...
and Mitsuhide Akechi.
But nonetheless, I guess if you're a
Their
fan of
designs,
the
these
Samurai
visuals have been
Warriors
revamped
series,
for
you're
this
gonna
installment.
be hyped for a new one
Unleash
coming out.
high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles. In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
So summer, we're not getting a specific date on this one.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Wow. So we're finally getting
You'll
Legend
set
of
off on a
Mana.
journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream.
I don't get how we haven't
Before
gotten a
discovering
Chrono
the
Trigger
world map
remake yet.
is empty.
That's the one thing
During
that
your
so
travels,
far
you'll
I
acquire
don't get
special
how we
items
haven't
called
gotten a
artifacts.
Chrono Trigger remake
Place them
on the
map to
Switch.
bring towns, dungeons,
Because
and other
they're bringing
lands
over
to
all
life.
these other ones, but the one that probably
It's up to you
everyone
when
wants
and
the
where to
most,
place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story.
which is Chrono Trigger in like this whole like
Join forces with
action
characters,
RPG
each on
type
their own
gameplay
personal
from the
quest.
SNES.
Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land. Legend of Mana will launch
it's-
on Nintendo Switch.
It's okay,
June
but like I
24th.
said, Square Enix really needs to get going on Chrono Trigger. I'm not sure what's keeping it. Yeah, I agree. They focus on like these lesser known but not ported ones, but the ones that would sell the most, because I don't know a single person who had a SNES that wouldn't rebuy Chrono Trigger if it was available. So what is this, like a Monster Hunter type game? Or is it Monster Hunter? Oh yeah, it is Monster Hunter. Now this is definite purchase for me. Coming in March, I'm all about Monster Hunter. Like, I'm gonna have trouble putting out other reviews because I'm probably gonna be playing this game so much.
Elder, I have important news.
So it's finally beginning.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo. And we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet!
So far, the only thing you missed, Scott, is the biggest announcement to me was Fall Guys so far. Fall Guys is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Go rampage somewhere else!
You listen to me now!
And this is Monster Hunter Rise, which will be an amazing game.
Do not let it pass!
The rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
And this game looks amazing. I don't know if you all tried the demo, but the demo was insane. The only reason I didn't make a video about it was there were so many out there at the same time that it would have gotten lost in the mix. But honestly, this game is already pre-ordered. I'm getting it physically on March 26th. I'll be there at like 10 a.m. as soon as the store is open. I'm even debating whether I get the special edition Switch.
Monster Hunter
Give me a
Rise
sec
from
here.
Capcom.
I don't know why we're
How
getting
will
that.
our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March 26th.
I just hope they have bigger
Next,
games than this
Please
so
take
far.
a look at this.
Mario Golf.
Fairway is open once again. Tee up
I
for
mean,
the latest
Mario Golf
installment
is
of the
fun, but
Mario
it's
Golf
like
series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study
my
the
least
terrain.
favorite of all the Mario
Take your
series.
time to think things through. Then swing. Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery.
At least we're getting a new Mario
Use
game this
features
year.
on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes. And a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain.
You know what I don't get is how we
These
didn't get
features
another
can
Mario
help you
Strikers
ace your
yet.
shots.
I don't know if you guys played Mario Strikers on the
In
GameCube,
addition to button
but
controls,
that
you can
soccer
also use
game
motion
was
controls
freaking
by
amazing.
holding a Joy-Con controller
And
like a
we haven't
golf
gotten another Mario Striker
Gently
since,
swing the
but
controller
we've
to
gotten
have
like
your
at least
character
two other
swing the
Mario,
game, letting
like,
you easily enjoy the
two other
sensation
Mario
of golfing.
golf games.
On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get
I love
close
Mario
to the
Golf.
hole,
I just have
then keep
trouble with
going.
paying like the
Outpace
full
your
price
opponents to come out on top.
for a Mario Golf
Your
game.
golfing
That's the only
skills aren't
part
the only
I have
things at
trouble
play.
with. Like,
Make use of dashes and
60
special
bucks for a
shots
golf
to
game
beat the competition.
feels expensive to me.
Oh, did we mention story mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level
At
up
least
with
there's a
experience
stereo
points
mode.
earned during matches. Then allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th.
Well, at least that's a
Pre-orders
positive
begin
aspect.
on
You have
Nintendo
a
eShop after this presentation.
wow. June 25th is still a while
The
away
latest
though.
game in the Mario Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
So once again, if any of you are hearing the noise around me, sorry about that. I'm streaming while the kids are up, so
Return to the
it's hard to
unforgiving
keep
world
them
of
quiet.
Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch.
This one I'll probably get. March 24th, Tales from the
32 of
Borderlands.
Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet
Hey, give me a
arcade
moment,
feeling.
guys.
Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today. Brains. As a zombie, you just can't get enough of them. In this action game from Aspyr, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens?
Oh, I didn't miss one.
Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game?
Yes,
Anyway,
No More
after
Heroes 3.
annihilating an entire city, the
Oof,
aliens have
sorry
taken
about that,
over
guys.
and now
Kids
host
were
the
going
Galactic
nuts.
Superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate. Here we go. As the crass, beam katana-wielding assassin Travis Touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world. Hey, not so fast. To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved death glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized.
Is it just the
up to
stream
your
quality that
match.
dropped, or is this what the game...
The fate of the world is at stake. So get ready to kick some,
Because
whatever
when we're not in
that
fight
you can
scenes,
kick.
yeah.
Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or, you know, Nintendo
Wow,
Switch,
that is
August 27th.
far away. August 27th.
Exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
What's this now?
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself.
So this seems like an action but card collecting game,
God's
which seems
judgment,
like a really odd
do
mix.
with it.
Neon white. This will be one that I think I'm gonna have to check out because it seems like a crazy mix of card collecting
Uncover
mixed
Heaven's
with action.
Mysteries in Neon White, coming to Nintendo Switch winter 2021.
Winter.
The DC superhero girls are here to save the day.
Hi everyone, my name's Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, card. That's it. It looks like a card-based like action FPS game. It's strange mix.
This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath.
Not really much interest in this game, but
And Amazon
who knows?
and
My
Walmart
daughters might go
reveals
crazy
the
about this
level
one.
of truth. Along with our friends Green Lantern, Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to keep our city safe. But we're not just about the super life. We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's never a dull moment at Metropolis High School.
This is an odd game for a Nintendo Direct.
Do some shopping downtown
Personally,
inside
normally if they're taking time on a game like this, hopefully there's still a couple of big ones left. Like, I want Zelda stuff. I don't know about all of you, but I just want to know what's happening for Zelda 35th.
No one could have seen it coming, but when justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what. We've just got to make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th.
At least we're not moving further down in the dates, because I was worried when they started like winter.
And prepare for battle.
What's this name? Oh yeah, this I heard was coming. What you call it? Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Yeah, I heard this one was coming. This one's gonna be fun. I mean, it's not a super serious, crazy game, but I'm definitely gonna try this one out. I was hoping this would come to Switch eventually. Man, I played the first Plants vs. Zombies on self. I know. Must be pretty slow if they're putting the DC Superhero Girls in there.
Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can. Band together on a quest to face evil and save faces. Topias coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh my
God.
god.
Characters in various roles across the kingdom. Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure.
Yeah.
There's also a new
not exactly something that I'm excited about, but
and make them even more fabulous.
I'm sure a ton of people are gonna love customizing their Miis and throwing them into
relationships are key.
RPGs.
So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds pretty darn good. Care for it.
Come on, people. You know we want more than this. Yeah, totally cringe.
In the lighthearted romp, Metopia.
Come on.
Nintendo Switch, May 21st.
Give us something good.
On Nintendo eShop. Super Mario themed items are coming to your island.
I don't know if any of you are into Animal Crossing. I played it for like 2-3 months and moved on. Like, I love the game, it's a good game, but I played a couple of months, I did everything I needed to do, and I moved on.
So place them however and wherever you'd like. You can also place 2 warp pipes. Then use them to travel between locations on your island. Hey, why not
guess that's original.
Kingdom?
I guarantee you there are going to be a ton of people coming up with like their island as the Mushroom Kingdom now.
After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st.
Oh, so at least that's only a couple of weeks out.
Keep an eye on the official
so for Animal Crossing fans, I guess this is really good news.
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the
Bowser's
Super
Fury.
Mario 3D
I don't know if all of you
World
tried
plus
it yet,
Bowser's
but
Fury game.
Bowser's Fury is really
Hope you
good.
enjoyed that Mario adventure.
Super Mario 3D World is still a good game, but
Next,
Bowser's Fury
we
is
have
really
another
the
game
star
to
of
show
that
you.
show. Are we getting it? What's this? Three houses.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Never. Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
Does anyone know what this is yet? Because I'm just getting like Final Fantasy Tactics vibes.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this.
Okay, so this is
every last one of us.
Is this like a new final Project Triangle strategy?
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of three.
Like I'm getting
nations and
serious
limited
like Final
deposits of
Fantasy
salt
Tactics
and iron.
vibes from the
The
game.
constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
I don't know if it's Square Enix making it, but this looks exactly like Final Fantasy Tactics.
A brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
I mean, those seasoned like Disgaea strategies, if you've ever played Disgaea, it's like that. When you're sort of positioned with different allies around an enemy, you'll automatically do combined attacks.
Flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic.
Okay, so you can combine magics
It is of the
too.
utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations.
Yeah, but do these decisions actually affect the storyline?
Morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
So at least the
Once
choices
more, I
actually
would
mean
ask you
something.
plainly, do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esdrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refuse to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch
Square
in
Enix.
2020.
So this is basically
Be on the lookout
like
for more information.
Final Fantasy Tactics 2.0, but they're trying to make it into its own franchise.
This game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop. And
How much you want to bet
will
Project
conduct a
Triangle
survey to
Strategy
gather player
turns
feedback.
into
We
Final
look
Fantasy
forward
Tactics
to
2?
hearing your responses
Because,
on the
I
demo.
mean, If you played Final Fantasy Tactics before,
Please look forward
that
to
game
future
looks like
updates on this
crazy
brand new
similar.
Tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Star Wars. Yeah, it's a working title. It's guaranteed it's not going to be Project Triangle Strategy. What is this? Star Wars Hunters. At least it's not
Star Wars
made...
Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Oh, so like a sort of Fortnite meets Star Wars.
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons. Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you. Flaming longsword, blade of doom. Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple. Korgan want new weapon. In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some.
Wow. Not sure what this is. But it seems like another, you know, free-to-play battle arena type game. Not that I'm against those, it's just that there's only so many you can play and actually put time into.
Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me. What?
I mean, it seems like an interesting concept. I'm just not sure I have the time to put into another competitive, like, online battle. Knockout City, May 21st.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
Nippon Ishi RPG. Generally, they're always good.
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way.
So it's a side-scroller at
At
least.
the end of your journey, the battle for survival begins.
Maybe I'll have time for this one, because only problem with Nippon Ishi RPG games normally is that they take tons of hours. And unless you want to dedicate your life to that.
With the physical release of Hades.
Yes, people.
Hades, the
Physical
critically acclaimed
release.
Dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist
I am
you in your
definitely
journey
double
out of
dipping
the
on this one.
underworld. The first
I'm
is a
picking
PC
this up.
download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second
Seriously, if you haven't tried Hades
full
yet,
character compendium,
this is a
featuring
game that you
portraits of
should
the game's
definitely
vibrant
try.
Cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director.
Like,
Jen
even if you
Zee.
normally
Let's
don't
not forget the game itself,
like
offering
roguelites,
dozens of hours of exhilarating
this one has
action
something
paired with
special.
a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
Yes, sir. So, physical version of
Deadly
Hades.
action games, one
Yes,
masterful
sir.
collection.
We're finally getting it. Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming.
I've
to
actually
Nintendo
never
Switch
finished a
as the
third.
action-packed Ninja
I've finished the
Gaiden Master
2 already. The 2 first ones, but I've never finished a third.
You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos.
Do you guys like action games with a real nice level of difficulty? The Ninja Gaiden Sigma series is really nice.
Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
Like, think of Devil May Cry, just a little bit harder.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
This is not the Zelda announce I want. Come on, guys. We can do this. More battles to Hyrule Warriors. This game is already long enough, and look, I like the game, don't get me wrong, but by the end, I was fed up of the repetitive battle system, so more battles isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a new Zelda experience. Expansion pass. Okay, perfect. Wave 1, Wave 2.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark on a journey to restore the crystal.
This is not news. This we already know about.
Your characters and master the Brave and Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
Come on, yeah. Breath of the Wild 2 would be awesome, or at least just like a Zelda collection pack, but of really good games. Games we haven't gotten before in a pack. Like, I don't want another Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Because I have those, I already have the collection pack like on the GameCube.
In the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages.
I already said so in my preview video for the month of February, but you know I'm going to be dumb enough to buy this game because I love this series.
Carry for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th.
And I'm actually playing another game right now that I'm about to do a review on, and it's really like a rip-off of the old Ghosts and Goblins.
8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario.
Another JRPG.
Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed.
I mean, Nintendo knows that everyone's here for Zelda. Come on, guys.
Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system.
This was a given. Apex Legends
features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new Legendary.
Once again, it's an awesome FPS.
And 30 free levels.
It's just that there's only so many you can play.
Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little
Come
bit
on.
more to
Come
show
on,
you
guys.
in today's Nintendo Direct.
Let's give us a
So we
punch
hope you'll
out.
stick with
Let's
us.
give us a crazy
Next,
game.
Please take a look at this.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Is this it?
I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize.
Are you
Development
serious?
is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
They know that so many
While you're
people
all
are here
waiting,
for
however,
Zelda.
This Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
What? Oh my god, it's the Wii one there. The whole Skyward Sword. Is that it? At least it's something Zelda, and it's something new. It's like a remake we haven't gotten before. Skyward Sword. I really wonder how they're going to do the controls with the Switch, especially if you're in dock mode.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it's Skyward
The Legend
Sword.
of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller.
Okay, they're going to
as a
tell us
shield.
how it
With
works.
the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game.
Okay, but can I play with a Pro
The
controller?
Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
Okay, that works. That works. At least there's a way to
Tilt the
play
stick
with like a
down
Pro
when you want
controller.
to swing the sword downward.
Because I'm not into like the whole
Swing to the right,
swinging around the
to the
Joy-Con
left,
thing.
or diagonally. Just tilt the stick in the respective
Yeah, you'll
button.
be able to play on your Switch Lite. You basically your right analog stick
something else we've
is
been
gonna be your sword arm.
Specially designed Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
Too bad those
Legend of Zelda
Joy-Cons are
Skyward
probably
Sword
gonna
HD
have the same
launches
problems
July
as the other ones. Feels
Following
bad
this
buying
Nintendo
just a pair of
Direct, You'll be able
Joy-Cons.
to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers.
I really wonder if they
Already know this,
redesigned the
but The Legend of
Joy-Cons or
Zelda
if they're gonna be
Skyward
the
Sword was
same
the last
sticks as
original
usual.
console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
Of course they're gonna say that. They want the game to sell. And they know that Skyward Sword theoretically is probably the least popular
Legend of
of
Zelda
all
Skyward
the
Sword
recent
HD.
releases. Well, I'm gonna give this a try. I don't know about you guys, but I'm obviously gonna give this one a try.
What did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control
I found
stick.
funny that they haven't talked about this
Okay,
being the
next
Zelda
game will be
anniversary
our
though.
last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Do they finish this with a big punch out? Come on. Is this Is it a new game or just an expansion? Yeah, I know it's Splatoon. I'm just wondering if it's an expansion or is it a new game? Like, is this Splatoon 3 or is it an expansion to Splatoon 2? It's feeling like a new game to me. If I had to guess now, I would say new game. Come on. I don't know about you, but I find this as an odd intro presentation. It's the third one. It's a new game. I mean, I prefer a new game than an expansion to the second one. You'll get more hype, a bigger player base at the beginning with a brand new game than just an expansion to an existing one. $2022. Oh my god, did you guys see that? 2022. It's not even this year.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future.
Yeah,
that's all for
too
today's
funny.
Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Well, I know what you guys think, but I'm a tiny bit underwhelmed. Like, biggest takeaways for me were like, well, they reconfirmed No More Heroes 3, but we're looking at August for that. Monster Hunter Rise was nothing new. We already knew about it. Bravely Default 2, nothing new. We already knew it was coming out like next week or in about 10 days. And I guess the biggest announcements are Fall Guys and Skyward Sword to me. That's what I take from this Nintendo Direct. The rest, like, it was a pish-posh of games, but nothing like huge and hard-hitting. Just feels bad that the first really big Nintendo Direct didn't give us like any solid information. At least they addressed Breath of the Wild 2. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think, but that was it for the first ever stream on Maple Syrup Gaming. I'm sorry I can't do this more often, but it's really rare that these kind of things happen at a good time and a time where I can actually stream. And as you saw, kids go crazy at all times of the day. So I even had to, go and take care of that for a minute or two. But I thank you all guys for tuning in and watching with me the Nintendo Direct. Let me know down below in the comments on the replay of the stream if you want to leave any comments, any questions, anything I can do better for next time. And look, thank you so much for watching as usual, and I'll see all of you in my next video, guys.